to gather information on a person and or their relatives. It can also be used to find out if someone has or ever had suffered from any type of genetic diseases. And here is Karen Flores with how biohistorical research can be used.
So an example that can be used for biohistorical research is that it can be used to answer historical questions. And using more modern and advanced technology, it can also be used to find an exact cause of death. And now here is Justin Patterson with some investigations on historical figures that have killed in history books.
We, as scientists, could easily get the beef on people like Michael Jordan or Albert Einstein. And we could ask questions like, oh, did Michael Jordan use steroids? Well, with biohistorical research, we would find that no, he did not. Or with Albert Einstein, did he have Down syndrome, or was he really as smart as they say he was, or did he use any type of medications? Using biohistorical research, we would find out that no, he did not. A real example would be Charlie Sheen, a famous actor who turned out to have AIDS. We wouldn't have found this out without biohistorical research, and this research helps us solve many problems and crimes, such as, well, can't think of any. Now, here's Autumn McCombs, Autumn McCombs with the issues of biohistorical research.
Some issues that have been found with biohistorical research are raising questions about whether it should be used or not. It can change people's perspective on the historical figure that would be researched, because if we researched someone and we found out that they were using steroids or something, they could be seen as this awesome, amazing person, and then we'd be like, oh, maybe they weren't so great, and things would just be messed up kind of for us. It can also be called an invasion of privacy, because normally the person would not be alive anymore, and we can't go to a person who's dead and say, hey, can we look at your dead body? So it can be seen as an invasion of privacy, not only to the person if they were alive, but also to descendants if they knew they were a descendant. They could get upset and it could turn into lawsuits and just be a big mess. Cultures can view it as disrespectful, because some cultures feel very strongly about the dead and things like that, and if we're going around digging up dead bodies and stuff, it might be seen as very disrespectful. And now here's John Sletmo with the professional guidelines.
In conclusion, now this would be very simple if the person was alive. Can we go, hey, can we test your DNA? And they would say no, because why would you want your DNA tested? But say they were dead. How would you be able to find out? What would the laws and regulations be to finding out if we could use biohistorical research on said person? I believe that if they have any living descendants, we should ask them first to ask if we should use biohistorical research on said person. If they don't have any living relatives, I think it should be up to the local government to decide whether or not this is such a big idea, a big deal, that we need to use said research on the person and time.